All right, we are back. We are back. Everyone needs an Aquarius. Look here, y'all. First of all, I want to tell not the Beehive. What's the other crew that's been after us?
The
Uh,
Barbs.
the Bar. They've been. It's been close to 96 hours by the time people see this, and the Barbs are still after us.
I'm
No, for real,
tired.
people. This is not an exaggeration. Would this is
It,
go
it's
to like seriously?
it's really bad, and I'm really concerned about y'all mental state because ultimately Daryl put an idea out there, and the
I
attack.
didn't say anything that people, and I realized with how people projecting when celebrities put
But
something out
also,
there.
it's how people perceive and interpreted your statement. You
Mm-hmm.
said, you know how you can get Nicki Minaj out of there? So people took that verbiage as if you wanted to
End her career and
end
like
her career, all of these different things. And, people like, you a grown man, y'all grown, gloating over the demise of this person.
hey, somebody
No.
told me I look like I need to be a hoe in a host role. I laughed at that one.
Okay. And ultimately, people are not well. Y'all are not well because for the first few days of that, it was people like, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. It might
And
be
that's
trash.
cool.
It doesn't need to be, cool, whatever. But it was like some weird turning point. I don't know where it popped up on people's algorithms, but that clip now has 38,000 views on Instagram.
And it's got 30,000 on Facebook.
Yes, and then and the comments on Instagram, it's like almost 200 comments, and it's a lot of people coming for us, and it's just like really weird. And the jokes, like the statements of how y'all even be trying to troll people. Y'all, what Beyonce say? Come harder. This won't be easy.
Yo,
Come harder. Like y'all aren't even saying anything to us that makes us even want to respond to y'all. And I want to respond, but it's so many
but you know
comments.
what? You want to know what the key point is, Don? That was a fucking good idea we had. That's why that shit blew up like that. People got upset because it's a fucking good idea.
It's a good idea. And everybody's in the comments like, oh, you got to add Lil Kim. Today somebody said, and have Mariah Carey sing the chorus.
I saw that. I was like, ooh.
That's a good idea. It's just an idea.
Man, y'all act like I'm running a label or some shit.
Like, I ain't got no this power. Person saying he's a marketing guru. I'm like, well, that's his job.
And look, and I got your black ass to on her comment.
Yeah. And so because for me, if it's something I don't necessarily agree with, and now if it's some point where I feel like, okay, this is misinformation, you're spreading lies, I'm going to correct that. But if it's some fluff that I'm not doing that. We're not going back and forth.
I knew it was gonna get some attention, but I didn't know it was gonna be this.
Yeah,
because people are tagging Cardi in the comments, Meg, you should do this. I'm talking about like,
yeah, I think it's a great idea. So what's funny is that, I think Meg recently got signed to a deal at Warner Chappell. If I'm not mistaken. Now I could send that to the president because I sent him a message one time. He was saying, because he fine. Ryan Press is fine. And I'm like, Ryan, this is a pretty good idea. I was like, I know you don't know me. Like, I told you he was handsome. That's all I got. I tried to slide. It didn't hit, but I think this is a great idea. Do what you want with it.
Hey, it is what it is, man. I'm not even tripping. It's funny at this point.
When
somebody comes out like a hoe on the host roll, I literally wanted to comment back, like nigga, I ain't replied none of them, but this shit's funny. But I was like, if I do it with one, they're gonna be like, why you doing with the other ones for real?
People, so and I feel like we have a platform where we can try to engage, and so, but some of it I just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah. 250 comments, man, and then they battling within the comments, and
yeah, it's a lot. And then we have to do Instagram, and Facebook, and then it has to be YouTube. And so YouTube, when I have you know, like certain clips that kind of do numbers, I tried to engage because like one person got so mad at me
Also
because
with the
you never,
target, right?
yeah, like no, it wasn't even Target. It was like a random, like, you never respond to people. You don't have enough people to be acting like this. I said, okay, I got your attention. You have my attention.
What's
What's
up?
up? And they didn't say nothing back. So look, y'all gotta chill. But
Yes.
I'm gonna say this since this is going to be our Grammy episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Grammys mistweeted.
Oh, great segue. Look at you get your segue on. Good.
I've been working on it. I gotta hang with the big dogs. We gotta hang with them. You know, the Grammys mistweeted that Barbie World with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice won Best Song. And I was watching the live stream of the
You was like, that ain't
non-televised.
what happened.
That ain't what happened. I heard Killer Mike. That's all I know. So when I saw that tweet, I thought maybe it was photoshopped and somebody, you know. So immediately that's where my mind went. Well, no. Also on their website, and you checked, it said that they won. Now I have a question for you. Do you believe or do you think that Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice probably really run that category, but this past week's antics, they went in last minute and changed their mind? Do you think that's a possibility? Because
No,
it's one thing to
no.
mistweet something,
I think the digital marketing department was trying to get some engagement.
but see, I feel like the engagement, all it is that you are stirring up the barbs because people really aren't talking about this like they should be.
But look, the Barbs are good money. I know they've been shitting on us and trying to come at us.
They've been
But
shitting on me because they don't. I feel like I told you, come
I mean,
harder.
they called me a hoe on the stroll.
I don't think they told me. What was they going? Because like I literally was like, hey, then we could get Angie Martinez to be, you know, back on the song.
Hey, people loving the Contigo, like, whoa, Contigo, I heard it in the grip.
Niggas, cause niggas love Contigo.
But I mean, maybe they could have won. But also, was Nicki Minaj even at the Grammys?
No, but I'm only saying that because if it were just the mistweet, if it was the tweet, it was the website that kind of, I was like, damn. But then in hindsight,
it would have been the most horrible song comparatively. Like the Where We Are is like it would be horrible for rap. And I don't care what y'all look. Y'all already called me a hoe on the stroll. The Nicki Minaj fans, I'm a hoe on the stroll. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my ass cheeks out, cut out in the
you
back.
Got chaps on.
Yes, exactly.
Because no, I might like really think about it from this perspective though. Like I'm thinking of it from where I think that it could have been a possibility because that's it. The song was everywhere, and I'm thinking about it, and I don't know, and I could potentially just be thinking about it from like a TikTok perspective because to be completely honest, I felt like that song was bigger than the Billie Eilish song that got a couple of awards because
the Barbie song.
Yeah, the other the slow song, and that's just my honest opinion. And like because I can give credit where credit is due, but I really, it was the website being updated incorrectly that leads me to believe that initially that could have been their win, and then it would have been a win for Ice Spice as well, and then I know what you're saying. I know, I got you, friend. But this is a lesson here. Let's say hypothetically, conspiracy theories that this could be true. Let's say this is true.
Okay.
I want everybody to understand that for every action that there is a reaction. Basic science, right? And so a lot of people don't see what could happen, how it can alter and affect things that could be coming toward them.
Yes,
You block blessings, you block connections, relationships. And this is, if this is true, this is a prime example of that. And this is not talking down or bad, because it's really not. And if this is the case, do I think it's fucked up? Yeah, but I also understand the flip side of it, where it's like, yo, for an entire week, like, she was literally only quiet these past couple of days. For an entire week, this woman has bullied, and we talk about how imperative it is for us to put a stop to bullying. She has harassed. Her fans have harassed. Then they doxed the mom's gravesite.
That's the killer, the doxing.
And now this cemetery has to increase the security because of a tweet, because information was released. This is what I mean when I say hobbies are needed. Somebody needs to be contacting Nicki, and, can we create a fan club? Can we partner, create a fan club? Blah, 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 blah. Like, use that energy. If you enjoy somebody like that. I've been a part of fan clubs. I used to be in the Backstreet Boys fan club. I was back in the day. Yeah.
Old school in the mail, where you just spending like little $5 and they send you back stuff.
It wasn't even like that. It was like more at that time. I was like middle school, heading into high school, and so it was more online. Okay. So you would get unreleased emails music, and stuff, all that different stuff. It wasn't that, I'm gonna say, for the dollar amount, because it was like maybe like $60 or $70. I feel like we deserve more, but whatever. So this just speaks to people, us like sharing with people and being real about what happened. Because I do feel like that there's the potential, because think about it. Remember the Love album was nominated?
Yeah.
And you heard nothing about that, did you?
I ain't even see I need to go back and see. Did they actually even show him on the when they like show the nominees?
I watched that R&B.
Coco Jones won for best. No, for best album was Victoria Monet for best R&B album.
Yes. So Coco got
best R&B song.
Yes, and then got, because I thought Coco got 2, and then Victoria Monet got 3.
Yeah, because Victoria Monet got best new artist, best R&B album, and then something else.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, it wasn't there. Unless I missed it, and I blinked and I missed it. I didn't see that name. I didn't see that album. I told you. But
with the Nicki thing, the Killer Mike's album and song was so, and this is something maybe I think that has been changing a little bit within the rap category. The last few years, best rap album has been pretty real, like impactful albums and songs and stuff like where you like, oh no, this song like hit me like in a certain different way. So I don't know if people are voting differently is what I'm saying. That's why I don't know if the Barbie thing, the Barbie may have been able to win 10 years ago, but I don't know in this current climate of those. You gotta remember, when you win a Grammy, you get the vote on Grammys then. So if you got the last couple of years, Nas then won, you got, all these other real imps, they get a voting power in the category now.
Yeah. I will say,
and also I have this another hot one right here. This one's gonna make we gonna go breaking. I'm calling it. This statement right here, I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj is the Susan Lucci of rap music.
Because how many times it took
17 years in a row. 1979 to 20 years. 1979 to 1999. Every year in a row.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Maybe 2 years she wasn't nominated at all. That's why I think it's like 17 technically. 1999 is the only year she got an Emmy for Best Soap Opera Actress. Then she was nominated.
I thought Susan Lucci actually just got that last year because it was a huge.
No, I'm looking at it. 1999. That's the year she got it. Only year. Then she was nominated 3 years after that. Didn't win again.
So what did she get last year? Or a year before that, or something? Because I remember it was a huge deal.
Oh, just woman Lifetime Achievement Award.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm talking about actually when they was in the trunk 1999. She lost every year. Outstanding lead actress in a drama series. All My Children. If y'all younger folks don't remember how good All My Children was, I was a soap opera kid. Y'all, I don't know if you knew that.
But see, I didn't like All My Children like that. I was heavily invested in the Channel 4. So Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless. I was Guiding Light.
Guiding Light. I was say Guiding Light. Yeah, I watched all.
My guilty pleasure was Passion.
Passions. I knew you was gonna say Passions.
You are my passion.
Passions was on NBC.
That was on NBC though. But then I'm gonna say this. So when I worked at the Grove,
turned into the Susan Lucci of rap music, or of the Grammys.
Oh well, we'll see. But here's the thing. It goes back to our Safari statement. But also,
and then we'll talk about this when we get into Beyonce and Jay. Why motherfuckers keep giving a fuck?
We like you said, we're gonna talk about it. But there's a wild conspiracy theory that Meg is caught in the crossfire a beef that Beyonce
of her beefing with them.
She really beefing with Rock Nation and not really Meg, but Meg is just the easier target.
I mean, if she that bad, she come after Beyonce. If she that bad, if Nicki Minaj, if you that bad, go after the queen.
Well, they already said based on some lyrics that she already has. They said that because people were trying to misinterpret Beyonce's Savage lyrics, where Beyonce says, "If you want to see some real ass, baby, here's your chance."
Oh wow!
So they said that was a shot at Nicki, and I was like, or it could just be BBL.
All the girls are BBLs, period.
Yeah, I was like, see, y'all reading into
that's a weak one. That's a weak.
I was like, that's BBL culture.
She said if you want a fake ass and you want an anaconda, then he was like, ooh. Then you like that's
but it was like to me. I was like, y'all really are overdoing it. And but that's what they're trying to say, that's why she's really upset, is that she mad because Beyonce and Jay-Z really ain't fucking with her like that. So I mean, I think it's kind of a reach. But I don't know. I'm team Beehive all day. Y'all see the shirt. So
do we go to the Beehive and Jay now and then since you done brought it up?
I mean, I can segue right into it for you if you want.
Yeah. Jay-Z gets the Dr. Dre Worldwide Leader or something like that.
No, Impact Award. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. What?
You already know where I'm going.
Oh, the Dr. Dre thing and him being a worldwide impactful leader.
Why do we have a Dr. Dre Impact Award I'm trying to understand the global impact that he's made. I'm also trying to understand, like, the main impact that I know about is him putting his hands on women. So I'm really trying to understand how the Grammy, like, how much money did he give the Grammys for this to even be a thing? Because I'm just trying to make the math make sense, and it's not mathing for me. I'm not saying that, like, because I'm think like, really think about it. Outside of beats, okay, we got Eminem, we got 50 Cent. Like, you, like, no
That's
shit.
true.
Like, we got
No, I agree with you.
Snoop, you
I agree
know,
with you saying.
but
Cool. Does Quincy Jones have an award after him?
no. Like, I think this needs to be renamed. The dopest thing about this is that the Grammy was black and it looked really dope, like blacked out.
Yeah,
But
did you see him drinking out of it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But even I feel like Jay-Z was even like, yeah, this like, he was fucking confused by that shit.
He was a little nervous too.
I mean, yeah, because we know when he nervous, he tell the truth. But I'm just, and I'm not being a hater. I'm just trying to make it make sense. And that, which leads me to an article where someone was assaulted by somebody that is a part of the Grammy Academy, and they pay all of this money. They try to pay this lady like over $1 million to not pursue it, but that's neither here or there. But back to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
It was somebody in the academy that did something to her.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That's neither here or there, because you know, depending on the abuser and where they stand,
And they can slide.
but what do I know?
I mean,
I'm just trying to understand Dr. Dre's impact.
yeah.
Like, do you really think that music would not be music today without Dr. Dre? Really think about that. I don't have a music podcast.
No. That's a complicated question because he did help music innovate. Because before Dre, music, he is the reason that your regular, like, that is a lot of stuff musically sounded great though. Like you could, like, he was taking like musically making rap sound musically great, not just rap great. Like,
Okay.
he did do that shit. He did do that shit. Like, go listen to like Let Me Ride, like where he took the swing down, sweet chip, like, it made it sound beautiful, you know, and ain't nothing but a G thing. Even the newer stuff, you know, on Chronic 2000, you know, with the doom 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 doom. And even though Scott Storch did that part, but him taking that and building it out, there can be an argument that he did innovate rap music to make it more musically inclined. I will say that.
Okay.
That is
I think that's, listen, I was just
that.
trying to make the math make
But
sense.
the worldwide thing is the stretch. Like I'm not saying he's not an innovator. I just don't know why he has an award. I will agree with you on that. There's
Because
other black motivators.
I don't think it's just the Dr. Dre. It's just the the Grammy Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. So yeah, it says
we could name it the Herbie Hancock. We could have named that the Quincy Jones. We could have named that.
That's,
you know,
I just was trying to understand, and especially because even in 2022, when this was established, he was also still at the center of controversy, with the wife divorcing him and saying how he was very abusive to her. So that's why I was just trying to figure out. I know people make mistakes, but this is a reoccurring one, which you put your hands on women. And I like his song. I do enjoy like Dr. Dre. More so the Recipe is my joint.
Oh, I love the Recipe.
Yeah, women.
That's a Dre beat though. Like, think about how beautiful that song sounds.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna take that. I'm just trying to understand. And so that's why I was trying to understand the global impact. Is there something that we're missing where he gave something back to like Africa or China or and or put these engineering schools into place. Like I'm just trying to make it make
Quincy
sense.
Jones did "We Are the World." Can we at least give him some props for that? That got all them people.
Listen, I have to I
think I
probably
watched the documentary.
yeah, I gotta watch the documentary.
But I want to talk about the Jay-Z
clips, the clips have always been hilarious.
So two things with the Jay-Z speech. There was one thing I realized going into it and watching. I was like, when the fuck did the Grammys get over the top dressed? Like, I feel like the Grammys give you a feel of a Met Gala now, dress wise.
It's always been like that.
No, it has not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Go look at all the awards. I mean, at least for black folks, go look and see when who was it, man?
Are you talking about J-Lo? Are you talking about Toni Braxton?
No. I'm talking about just the regular black folks there for R&B, rap, and jazz and stuff. It was cats going out there with chucks and khakis and khaki suits to get their Grammys.
Yeah, so depending on what you have access to, so you have to still remember it doesn't feel
natural like you being an artist. You're cosplaying as a Met Gala person. It feels like.
Well, no, I'm gonna say it always depended on what you had access to. So when you really think about it, like when you still, even to this day, you'll still hear stories about like Zendaya. Zendaya's a fashion icon now, right? Even still, within the last 10 years, Law Roach tells the story about how people would not loan them clothes. They would not give her clothes. So he had to like figure out like a roundabout way. So they would have to like buy stuff. And it wasn't until then they came calling. So it depends on literally what you have access to. Like to me, Ice Spice wore like custom baby fat that was like couture baby fat or whatever. I feel like I was like, oh, this would have been cute for like the BET like hip hop awards because it was like this denim outfit. But I think it just depends on the season and what's happening. But for the most part, a lot of people never really had access to a stylist. So you could be shopping at, off the rack, and not that it's a bad thing. But depending on your dollar amount, like you might not, you was trying to make them khakis look fly. And I'm thinking khakis and chucks. I'm like, you sounds like you're talking about West Coast, and that's somebody's uniform. Like that's the way that they always
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. It feels like, but it feels like people are cosplaying as somebody being rich and on top of it instead of just letting the music speak for itself. I'm not saying everybody. I'm talking about particularly more black and more hip hop artists. I would say more anything, and maybe that's showing overall how hip hop and some black music has felt isn't as grounded. And maybe that's what it felt like. It felt very fake.
But I'm gonna say this: hip hop and fashion go together because we set a lot of the trends. Think about Lil' Kim. If you don't, you can say what you want to say about Lil' Kim's music. You might think that Biggie wrote her stuff or whatever. And you can say that. But when you think of Lil' Kim right now, where does your mind go? What video?
To Crush on You?
Exactly. That is an iconic moment, fashion moment. Lil' Kim was able to dabble in, haute couture, all of they was calling Kim. So fashion and music always coexist. And I think it's just different because think about it, like Black people are the trendsetters. Like there's literally these Pierre Moss, and a lot of people might not know who Pierre Moss is. Kirby is a Black designer, and
I don't know none of these people you talking about.
Yeah, okay. So a lot of people fuck with Kirby, but Kirby has been very controversial in the most recent years. Like even as recent as like The Cut doing a whole article about like the downfall of Pierre Moss. Like they've had collaborations with Reebok. They've, had this crazy couture show that was like at I think Madam CJ Walker's mansion and all of this different stuff. But and I want and recently what happened, and he got called out because my homegirl is a designer. And they were looking for a designer, and you had to send in like a mock-up and all this stuff. So she sent in a mock-up and of it was like this ski like vibe. Like that's been like the thing this season. But she did it. She sent it some hellas ago. Why this motherfucker not hire her and took her whole collection?
Oh.
So black music, all of that stuff, like fashion, all of that can coexist. Beaumont is also at the center of one where it comes from him taking this idea from this other black designer. Now Olivier, I think he just traced his roots and figured out that he black. But I was like, I thought maybe he thought he was Turkish or something. I don't fucking know. But Olivier Roussick is definitely black, and I always thought that. Maybe
shout out to Mike Tirico. If everybody know Mike Tirico, he thinks he's Italian.
Okay. But so music always sets the trends. And I'm gonna say black music. Because look at BTS, look at all those Korean, big pop groups. All of that is black culture. That comes from us. So, and that comes from the music, that comes from the way that we talk, everything. Like black people have so much influence in everything. You got Asians trying to like make their texture thicker so they can like rock froze.
Yeah, that video. Yeah. They was throwing it up. Yeah, for they can rock froze.
Yeah. So I think that music is very impactful, I think, to the fashion world.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe
you had Chanel one season doing do-rags.
Yeah. I mean,
we the mold, like we the foundation of all of this stuff.
Yeah, and then the Jay-Z comments were definitely 100% real. I agree. I've never heard, definitely agree with it. But then there's another part of me that tugs at me and says, why the fuck y'all care so much about this white water? You and Beyonce, y'all really going after this white water a lot. Why do y'all care so much? You are already bona fide #1 draft pick for your people. You good. You ain't never got it. You as they say, you'll never pay for a drink or pay for a meal in your life. Why does it matter so much these white people validation?
That's a question for us. But see, that's a question for us as a whole.
Right. But I'm just saying, but them particularly, they've been talking with Beyonce or like last year. That was the only thing they was talking about. They talked about that before, that she hasn't won album of the year. And you could tell it's something she trips off of.
But we know the
like for real, straight up and down.
But see, and you know what I think
about that and didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't show up no more for the Grammys. Period.
So ultimately,
I got 31 of them bad boys.
I'm gonna say this. I think it wouldn't bother her or anybody as much as if I don't remember if it was like the LA Times or Variety or somebody who interviewed the Academy voters, and they said we always feel like Beyonce gets to win everything. I feel like it wouldn't be that much of an issue if it was
the black categories though.
So don't forget she won last year in dance category. That was the first time.
Right, but that's still a minority category.
Yes and no.
If you understand, yes, it is.
I get what you're saying, but I think that was the first time like a black woman won in that category. So it was still
true.
I don't think CeCe Peniston won.
CeCe Peniston ain't won, like Robin S.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I believed, if I'm not mistaken, because that was also on top of her winning, like setting a record for the amount of wins. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first time a black woman has won in that category. I could be wrong. I could have my Hive information incorrect.
Okay, so it started in 2005. So this is not the old. This is not going back to CC Peniston. So
Yeah.
yes, for the new creation of this category, dance electronica, because they combined them and combined the categories from just electronica and dance to one category. So she is the first black woman, but it's only been going since 2005.
Still doesn't matter. That's 15 years ago.
I can't see any other black women being nominated even.
Yeah. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So I think ultimately, if that was the, I've never been Grammy nominated.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never, so I can't say what's okay for her to feel, because I'm not in that category. Like, that's not my world. I do entertainment journalism. That's what we do. So I don't know what that's like. So I'm not going to negate that or take that away from her. But it is like Jay-Z said, it's like, based on y'all calculations.
Okay, no, let me recreate the history here. So they just made the best dance electronica album, but before it was just an award just for best dance electronica recording.
Yeah.
But that one's got a gang of black women that's won that shit. Because Donna Summer won, Janet Jackson won.
Okay. So it's just this new merge category.
In 2005.
2005. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rihanna won this. The other one. Rihanna won it. Let me see. I'm almost through it. Okay. Yeah. So they just. But I guess for only in this 18-year period, only one black woman winning is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, so we can't say how she should feel or what people should and should not care about. But I'm gonna say this. Yes, there is always the conversation, well, we don't show up to our own events, we don't take them seriously. And I think that is a conversation, within that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the space of I'm always, regardless of what tier it falls in, friendships, relationships, I'm like, go where you're celebrated. And I think it is time for us to start pouring back into our jam. Because, like,
the Soul Train Award used to be cracking. The Soul Train Awards used to be cracking.
BET Awards used to be cracking.
Mm-hmm.
You had B2K coming.
Image Awards.
And NAACP, I'm gonna say this. For the most part, depending on how that falls, you can get a star-studded A-list black people coming through there. And I only know that from doing the red carpet there. So I can attest to that. Depending on people's schedule and how it falls, you can for sure get a whole bunch of people coming through there. And so, but I think they have to do, make it kind of like more appealing. I don't know what, also know that everybody don't have the same budget as the Grammys, but it's like NAACP Awards, who's performing, who can you get perform? Can you make it like it's like a BET Awards thing where people want to go, where people can buy the tickets to go? What are the after party? Like, you make it a whole event. And they have the non-televised awards. They have a brunch and breakfast, or I think it's a brunch, and then they have the show part that's televised. So I mean, they are for sure, but it's like NAACP Awards, a lot of that stuff ties back into like the history of our culture and all of that. But it's either go support what we have and make it better, or create something that is worth, that gives our people the light. Like, just like Issa Rae said something recently, because, we talked about the curse, rap shit being canceled. and her saying that, you know, I probably should just start doing stuff independently because, you know, it's very prevalent and that Black stories and Black voices are not they don't want them to be heard. It's not important. And like I said, you know, we talked about Bounce, All Black, Kev on Stage. You got Tubi, all these different entities, though I know that Tubi is owned by Fox. But go where you're celebrated. I think Kev.
How many times have Beyonce been to the Image Award? How many times have Beyonce been to the Image Awards?
Yeah, I don't know. She wasn't there that year. I was on.
I would venture to say she's been to the CMTs more than she's been to the Image Awards.
I mean, I only know
and
once.
That's my thing is why are we reaching? We don't, man. You a first round draft pick. You good. They already said they fucking with this Taylor Swift thing. The Swifties is one. You ain't never gonna get these little white girls. Beyonce, you never are.
Hey, and if we want to listen, and if we want to be honest about something, Taylor Swift is a superstar because of Kanye West.
100%. They need to blame that nigga. For real. And I know I've been trying to get better for the algorithm, but I'm just if you notice, I only call him he's one of the people. It's true.
Because if he didn't go up on that stage and
people wouldn't have been like, oh my God, why is he talking about this?
It wouldn't be a conversation. It would just be, you know, like regular, this is what it is. But I'm gonna be honest. And like I said, I like Trouble. Like I said on my live, I do enjoy Trouble by Taylor Swift. Not a problem for me. But like
people shake them off. Shake it off. Was that? Is
that
a song?
Yeah. No, but that motherfucking I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Don't know it.
She do this, but she's like, cause you get heartbroken. She's like, now I'm lying on the cold high ground. Oh.
See, don't know.
Trouble.
I wouldn't know who Taylor Swift was for Kanye.
Yeah, but that's the real conversation here. And everybody always look, yeah, Kanye West was right. I said, and they. Oh, Jay-Z's copying off of Kanye West. I said, right message, wrong sender.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way that you have those conversations. You just can't run up on stage and crash somebody's party because you know that Beyonce. We know that. But I'm telling y'all to invest y'all time into blackness and people that pour into you and that know you and respect you and that understand the shit. Because like I said, Kev on Stage, Kev just sold Churchy, which was on the Kev on Stage app for like almost a year. I watched.
Mm-hmm.
I have my subscription.
Yeah, because he just sold it
to BT.
Shout out to
Kev. That's how that is. But creating, you know, scripted content, all of that stuff, it has like y'all.
But my thing is like we gotta dig, and I'm not saying Beyonce and Jay and them don't, because they put their money where their mouth is when it came to a lot of stuff within the culture. Yeah. But I'm saying this is that one thing left that they not need to not give a fuck about, honestly.
Like, here's the thing, and I also feel like people are misinterpreting my girl's facial expressions. I felt like the edible kicked in, and that's why she looked stuck and really couldn't do nothing to say because that edible kicked in. Like you can see, it was some picture. I was like, "Oh, that hoe high," like you know what I mean. She's just like us.
Yeah. I'm going out here. I don't want to even go for real. I ain't got nothing going on. We wouldn't even be here if Jay wasn't getting his award. And that's part of the reason the Grammys think they slick because they gave him an award to make sure that they both was there.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that like Jay-Z's on Beyonce's coattails. I'm saying that they'll both show up and we get Jay. They're gonna have to figure out something next year. Supposedly Jay-Z's secretly gonna drop an album. They saying like a month.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Rock that shit be nominated, even if it's good. I don't even know what's gonna be good or not. I bet you be nominated.
Yeah,
to get them back.
and all it is, and I get it because we always talk about being disruptors, right? We always talk about that. So I'm not mad at him for speaking his truth, and I'm not gonna say his truth, the truth, because what he said is factual. There are people that can feel like they get robbed. It's gonna be people that get robbed. It's gonna be people that should be in that shouldn't be, that are in categories that should not be in categories. We see it time and time again. That is all he is saying. Fix the system. That's all he is saying. Because it is fucked up.
But my question is for Jay-Z, when y'all gonna stop giving a fuck? Y'all got everything else y'all want in this fucking world. Y'all can fucking feed 55 families every other week of the day of the week. Why are y'all so worried about this goddamn Grammy? Fucking Purple Rain didn't get a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Prince has ever got album of the year. Prince.
Yeah, I think, but ultimately, but the question is who are we to tell them what to give a fuck about?
No,
because I care about shit that I probably shouldn't give a fuck about, and you do too. So yeah. I want to challenge people to say, like, I'm not mad at him for pushing the envelope, while being honored and having that honest conversation. Just like I was about to say Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox. I was like, Ari Lennox.
Annie Lennox. Being able to use her platform to say free Palestine at the end of her performance. You know what I mean? Like ceasefire. Yeah. So that's what people need to do. I use your platform for good. Don't be immersed in dumb bullshit that don't make, I think we do care about certain things, fluff. I hate the fact that I know who the fuck a Christian or a Christian, a Blueface. Like I hate that I know about their personal life because people are invested in it, and I can't mute it because Twitter is a bitch and won't let me mute words. They took that feature away unless you want to fucking pay, and I'm not giving y'all $7 a month. And
the mute stuff you got to pay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they took that feature away. They took your muted words.
Yeah,
dude. So I'm not. I don't even be on Twitter like that no more, and I'm trying to get more into Threads because I was accused Twitter junkie. Like I literally like my follower account. I'm like at 1,500. It's taken years to get there, but I just be trying to engage with people, crack my jokes. But ultimately, like I said, I think that we talk about systems and changing the system. And I said to you offline that the Academy is no different than politically voting, right? Everybody doesn't have access to vote. You have to go through a process to become a member of the Academy to be able to vote. But we still know that the majority of the people in these spaces don't look like us. And to understand the process better, that's why I watched the non-televised award, because there's like 200 categories.
And a lot of people that deserve to get their respect and love too for what they do.
Yeah, and so there's so many things that happen offline, and I get it. People are like, oh, they don't even show the rap category anymore. Listen, since the uproar of Macklemore, I get it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. The rap category is starting to get themselves together since the Macklemore thing.
Yeah, so ultimately, we know that. So the basic way is, and I want to tell people that I challenge y'all to watch the end of like an award show. They tell y'all what the process is. So in this case, it's an academy of people that vote for these people. And there's so many people that enter themselves into these categories. Then from there, they narrow it down based on those numbers, and then they vote it down again, and then that's how they choose. So it's similar to what it is. Like people got to run. Okay, so you running to be the best R&B singer, in this category. From there, if you have enough people in this backing, you make it to the next round. It is an entire process, and then from there, it's another round. and then you get to the top 4 or 5 people, depending on the year, it might be 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just depending. And then from there, people have voted on those people to give us a winner. People are saying, oh, it's not fair, blah, 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 blah. It's all politics. Everything is politics. 100%. I'm not mad at how it is. It is just that we have to put ourselves, if we care about these things, I challenge us to enter into these spaces and fight for us. I had a professor at Webster that is a part of the academy that could vote. He didn't know half the people. He had let his classes choose. After watching the non-televised, I was like, shit, I didn't know this category existed. I don't know who the hell this is. Who is Shakti? Exactly. I didn't know who half of these people were. And you have so many different categories, you know, that.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
We are the We Coming For You cast, and we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Coming For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
You're not gonna know everybody. Oh, y'all, I don't see the Grammys like the Academy Awards sending out albums or here's a link to download to listen to this. They're not sending screeners.
No, they're not. They're
not doing that. So they're like this.
Hey, that's real though. They shifted out screeners though.
Yeah, it's like Spotify exists. You got Apple Music. You got Amazon Music. You got Tidal. Go listen to it. And that's what it is. We have to be in these spaces. And so when you break it down to people want to be upset, but it's the same thing as your politicians. Get your ass out there, get involved. It starts with getting involved. And we are in election season, and I want to talk to everybody that's watching, that's listening. This could go really good. This could go really bad. Get involved.
Yeah.
Yes. Are either candidate, are they good? But they're both terrible people. We are in the middle of a war, but you got to choose the lesser of two evils. Pick your poison. Do you want Biden or do you want Trump? The world is melting. Listen, it's been a torrential downpour here in LA. We had rivers in the sky. Look it up. Not ribbon, rivers. Damn. And that means that so much water, so much rain, and it comes to moisture in the air that could be 18 times the amount of the Mississippi bank is what's happening. It comes down in the form of snow, which happens in our mountain areas, surrounding mountain areas, and or rain. This is how we have this. They said right now California is wetter than 99% of the world right now. I don't know if that's an actual fact, but there's something happening. We've already had 3 earthquakes this year. It is February. Yes.
Damn, LA, I ain't know y'all doing like that. Well, man, I mean, let's go to Killer Mike, man.
We're going to Killer Mike. I just wanted to tell y'all how the Academy works, and I just wanted to tell y'all to figure your shit out.
Grammy rules and regulations to understand how it goes about it.
Yep. It's that simple. Just like
Killer Mike won 3, the clean sweep the rap category, except for only one he didn't get, but he wasn't nominated in it. Was the one that J. Cole won with Lil Durk for best rap sing category, which is dope to see J. Cole get another one. And I'm surprised.
What somebody say? They was like, I knew that damn Lil Durk and J. Cole song was gonna win because motherfuckers love kids singing on the track. I hate that.
Hey, you ain't lying though.
Oh, every time
yep, you won that one.
Yeah.
That's only J. Cole's second Grammy.
I mean, this ain't this Dirk's first.
I mean, yeah. Well, did you think that Dirk had another one?
Okay. Okay, hold on.
This is his first award in his life, I'm assuming.
Like I said, I'm gonna
Maybe
let
he got
him
an ozone award. Maybe he got like a, something like that.
He always looked like this, and I be like, rest your eyes. Like, why your eyes? You got a thyroid problem, sir.
No, I think this little Dirk's first award.
Yeah, probably, and that's a good first award.
Yeah,
and even speaking of first award, shout out to
were they there to get their award when
that was non-televised, so no.
Oh, so they weren't there to get it even.
No, and I think J. Cole's on tour.
Yeah, with Drake.
Yeah, they'll mail it. I mean, they was gonna have to mail it anyway because they don't do the labeling right there.
Oh, so when you get it right there, you don't have the label. It's not labeled.
They have to send that out to get engraved. Get that piece put on there.
So do I get multiple? Like, so after I can't, so I have to get my Grammy back for them to engrave it?
I think,
and I can't take it home with me, like right that night.
I don't think so. I know at the Oscars, I believe they started doing it on the spot, if I'm not mistaken.
Or you can go in the back and get it engraved like now?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Because you would have to.
I don't want to wait for mine.
Yeah, unless that changed, but at one point they would have to, because you notice when they get them, they're all blank. Which also,
I just never thought of it that I just never thought that the engraving part, with it.
Unless they changed it, but I think one year at the Oscars, I think they had it on site.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
but yeah, Killer Mike got locked up for nobody knows why, for a misdemeanor.
Actually,
it was a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, so there was a incident.
Yeah, you be knowing, so you break it down.
There was an incident that happened, I guess, behind the stage, and he got into like a security guard and might have pushed him. So that's why they were saying it was like a misdemeanor. It was something minor.
Yeah, they said it was a citizen's arrest.
I would think that if I'm tussling and you coming at me crazy, I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna say I got Killer Mike's side on this. I feel like whatever it is, you was trying to overstep your authority and do too much and not enough at the same time. And you probably got pushed in the head. So you felt like it was disrespectful. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And yeah, so that's what happened. So it's a misdemeanor. This is silly.
But man, he swept it. Got all 3 rap Grammys, man. I'm proud of it, brother. That album was amazing. Shout out to Andre 3000, who is in double digits now for Grammys because of last night.
Yeah,
he's got 10. He's got 10 now, Grammys.
Yeah, he's like the most decorated rapper, they said.
I thought that was Jay-Z.
No, it was something. No, I think they said it's Andre. I saw something where it was Andre, but I have a question. So I text you because I called you, mm-hmm. and I was in regards to Killer Mike's album, which now I'm going to take a listen to because I didn't know. I was like, were people talking about Killer Mike? Because I always literally all I saw was KD3 everywhere, like King's Disease. That's mm-hmm. Everywhere I turned, people were talking about Nas's album. So that's why I was just really trying to understand. So now I'm interested. I'm going to listen. And I'm not a huge rap head, but I do like good music. And so you said it was good.
Kendrick Lamar got 17
Grammys.
No, Jay-Z's got the most at 24.
Okay. And how many does Kendrick have?
Jay-Z's got 20.
17. No, how many does Kendrick has 17 Grammys?
Yes.
And Kendrick never goes.
17 Grammys.
I didn't know.
Kanye's got the second most with 24. But you got to think these are, if you're on a featured on a song too, you getting one. So this is why these numbers are up for a lot of them. Like Jay-Z's only got like three of them that are just him. All
So
the rest
I
of them
think
are like
so.
him
So here's the
stuff.
thing. So that's the thing. Okay, so Andre's is, I believe, could potentially be solo. Because
Yeah,
don't
I can see
forget
that.
the love below. The love
The Hey
below,
God and all
like
that stuff. Yep.
yeah.
But
So
he
I
got
think
the
that's why.
actual most Grammys of like overall because he's like on Crazy in Love got like 3 of them, and Jay
Yeah.
Z's
So
on
no, no,
that.
no, 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 no. So that means I think what I saw was that Andre has 9. So I believe it's solo.
No, because 3 of them are from collaborations. Because he got one last year with Anderson .Paak, and then he got 2 this year with Killer Mike.
I didn't know he got one last year with Anderson .Paak. What
That
song was
song
that?
Coming Home, that song that's in the movie we was talking about that you liked, that got Issa Rae in it. The portrait, that's the song from
The
that movie.
Photograph.
The Photograph, yeah. That's that song that's playing at the beginning. Is
People
Anderson .Paak
hate
and
it.
Andrew Cousin. I hated it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was why.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't know. That's what I thought. Jay has got the most Grammys.
Okay.
But Killer Mike, man, shout out to you, man. You doing another person I'm super happy for. We was championing this woman over a year ago when we first started the podcast. We both found out we liked her before anybody else when Jaguar 1 came out. And I was like, oh, our show gonna be beautiful. You was like, you should know about Victoria. What you know about Victoria Monet?
Like, listen, it took me a second to get into Jaguar too. We had this whole conversation.
Yep.
And I told you I made a playlist and I put Jaguar 1.
And I added Coast into mine too.
You added Coast into yours. Okay. And then I would hit shuffle and I was like, oh, I really like this. So that's how I have been listening to it. And then I really started to love All Right. And then
All Right is my favorite song. All Right is a jam.
She said he gave me some dick in bed and now he think his dick is embedded. But I like How Does It Make You Feel?
Yep.
It's like I like it a lot. And so fun fact. I'm gonna read you a fun fact. And I do want to jump on the bandwagon of how we talk about speaking life into yourself. And
I want to go into her speech. I want to go to her speech after you if you're going to talk about her speech.
So Travis Scott, when he first moved to LA, he was living with me and Tommy on our couch. So basically, this is a quote from Victoria Monet.
Okay.
So basically, Travis Scott took files from Tommy Brown and took them to Kanye and said he produced them and it was on video. Monet says he took a song I had written a hook to and took it to Tiana Taylor for her to do and changed it a little bit. She goes on to say the situation was a misunderstanding and maintains that he's a good person at his core. She said this to her snobiety.
So he stole like 2 of her songs. I mean, I'm glad for her, man, because she's been grinding in the background.
I was like, even after that, because think about, and I'm not gonna say I'm currently a Travis Scott fan, but at one point I was a huge Travis Scott fan. Like his
never heard a song in my life from him.
You don't know Antidote? Don't you open up that window? Don't you let out the antidote?
I know. The only song I know is the Sicko. Maybe Sicko Mode is the only one I know. I think.
See, I think he got better songs than that. Like them first 2 albums was really solid, and then once he got with that
right now, I'd be like, you could tell me it came out today. I believe.
No, I like that he was kind of like this alternative rapper. Like
I get to understand
so that's what I enjoy. We're Aquarius, we kind of like some things that can be a little obscure. So I really so I was like, and then you see that happening, you like, what the fuck? Like, what is it gonna be? Like, this nigga stole from me, and it's like I could imagine what her
about her manager was one of the illest things, and that touched me, man. When she said that she had a meeting with a label, and she had a binder. She put through all the marketing, all the different things she was gonna do, blah blah blah. They just put it somewhere, and it was collecting dust. And her manager, the woman that was standing next to her, found it, quit her job at the label, and came to her and says, "Let me manage you."
Yeah,
I was like, "That's ill foresight of life." Like, oh, that's the label. That's the label that woman was with.
First, she was with Motown, and then I don't think they knew what to do with her. And then I think she said she ended up like at RCA or something.
Well, no, this one she said she was with the label. They never signed her. That's the label that the manager came from. They never signed her, whatever label it was.
Okay, are you talking about the clip that it was her and Scotty Beam and like Sylvia?
No. The one on stage when she gave her a award, her speech for best new artist.
Okay, so
it was the woman standing next to her. She said
she goes in depth on the Sylvia and Scotty show, and they reposted the clip today. Okay. So when you get a chance to check it out, because she says the name. Oh, she name dropped.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I didn't know. So it is. Yeah, so it was.
I know at one point she had something with Motown. I believe it was Motown first, and then they didn't work out, and then RCA. So like she said, this is 15 years in the making, and you know, she was writing for so many people like Ariana Grande. A lot of her hits are from Victoria Monet.
So she said it's like 2009 or something. She said something like that when she first put like when then she said the other woman found her stuff way in the back somewhere collecting dust and was like,
listen. We was in the group chat today arguing about that bullshit post you posted about Mario and Chris Brown. I thought you posted that, so I was coming at you sideways about it. Somebody said which is the better singer, and it was Mario and Chris Brown.
I didn't put that up.
Okay, somebody put that foolishness up.
Yeah, I didn't put that up. I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that.
Okay. Because I was about to rip your asshole a new.
No. Because I wouldn't put that up because those are not my type of singers. So I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even think about hearing.
So a lot of people, yes, at some point you need a team, but it takes one person to really, really fucking believe in you. And that's going to go the extra mile. And the people be like, oh, I got this and I need this person to do. No, you need one person and then let it grow from there.
Yep.
And that's a prime example of that. Listen, if I could have been Mario's manager, publicist or whatever, and not even on like no fangirl shit, I just really believe that he's that talented. I just feel like a lot of the songs that happen to him are not the greatest. I do believe that. Like I put a clip in the chat where I'm talking about it on a show that I did 2 years ago, and I think he's a top 5 vocalist. I didn't say song,
vocalist.
He does have songs
of this generation, right? Of this generation, right?
I'm gonna say because we don't really. I'm gonna say
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna let you do it.
I'm gonna say no. Vocally, he can hang with some of the big dogs. He can. And I'm never going to take anybody's vocal. I've never heard anybody say that Mario cannot sing. I have had, listen, in that same episode, I had a homeboy say that Stevie Wonder could not sing.
Yeah, I saw that. That was just that. I don't know if he was trolling. Everybody, like, I don't know if he was. BT, I like your stuff in general, man, but that I don't know if you're trolling or not, though, pimp.
I've heard people say that about Beyonce. I've heard people say that about, Christina Aguilera. I've had people say that about Whitney Houston. I've heard people say that about Mariah Carey. The Whitney Houston thing, I'm like, okay, you just hate. But she might not sing the songs that you like, but I'm never gonna take that from her.
Yeah, that's like I don't like all of Luther songs, but for me to say that Luther Vandross can't sing is ridiculous.
Yeah, listen, Luther Vandross. Oh, I'm so glad nobody took that off my list. But they took Brandy off, and I got robbed of my Aretha Franklin too on that show. Please watch it. It's called Give Me 5.
So why did they take Brandy off? Brandy's a dope ass thing.
The show is a draft style show, and somebody.
Oh, okay, and you got to take people off.
And it ain't that. People can kind of could battle you for it, and I felt like the battle was not fair, but whatever. But okay. I feel like people need people around them that may not necessarily be managing other artists. And when I learned how PR works, you might have a publicist but that publicist is also doing publicity for, could be anywhere from like 5 to 10 other people. So you can kind of, depending on where you fall in that hierarchy and your level of popularity, you can get lost. So if that, to even know that, to hear that, that is very like, I'm not gonna say humbling. Humbling isn't the word. Like, we're gonna say dope.
Okay.
That somebody saw something there where they was like, this could be game changing, and I know I'm gonna have to put a lot of work in, and I have to play the long game. It's not gonna be
I'm gonna sacrifice my future career as well. It's different to be like, yo, I'm gonna try to work with you and and put your shit on the line too. Your life on the line. It's different than saying I just see something you will work together, but saying like, you know what, I'm gonna quit my job that I'm comfortable with now and come rock with you. I was like, yo, that it got me a little misty eyed, man, because I'm like, for somebody to really like believe in you, like
one person, on top of you believing in yourself, but if somebody else can see it, and that's why I tell, like we always talk about keep going, because you just never know who could be watching you, who understands your stuff, and where they might be able to like plug you, or and we always say that it's always about your network and who you know. And she was able to put Victoria Monet in these spaces that really alter her career, because I'm trying to think if any of the songs that she wrote for Ariana Grande, did those win Grammys? Because like Ariana, and it might not have been those songs.
She might have got on. Did she win any album Grammys?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But see, what happens is that you could technically like win a Grammy, but they give you like a certificate, like that you can mount on your wall.
Oh, so if you're a part, you don't get a Grammy don't you get a Grammy if I'm involved with the album?
You do, but I don't listen. I'm just telling you what I saw. And I know people that have like I know a guy that wrote on Lecrae's album, and Lecrae's album won like best gospel something one year, but all I know is that he got a certificate from like the Academy.
Oh, so he didn't actually get one. No shit.
Yeah, I don't think you actually get the trophy. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, y'all. So many things have changed over the years, but I just know what I saw.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I've seen that a couple of times, because I have a friend that's produced on that's from St. Louis, that's produced on like Kanye's album. He works with like a lot of people. And low key, when I went in hindsight, I was like, yo, I was like, I know this sounds crazy and I don't want to be weird or offend you. I was like, but your style, I was like, low key, like, and like I said, I like Travis, but I kind of felt like it. I was like, I feel like he bitch your style a little bit. And he was like, you're not the first person that's told me that. But he's like my homeboy, John, his name is also John too, but he go by Jalen. Yes, y'all look him up. He's from St. Louis on Spotify. He's done like runway music for like Fear of God, all of that stuff. So yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of maybe I think one of these might have won. I mean, I think the album might have won a Grammy for Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Maybe it didn't. I'm looking through her now. Yeah, no, she hasn't won nothing. Don't look like her.
Ariana Grande has no Grammys.
It's looking like it.
I thought she at least had one or two. I was having fun with Ariana. Then I got sick of that ponytail.
I got sick of the ponytail.
I got sick of that ponytail.
Hold on, let's see.
Because that first single with her and Mac Miller, man.
Yeah, that was sad how that shit went down with the Mac Miller thing too. How everybody was trying to blame her for him passing and shit. Yeah, I don't think she has any Grammys. Oh, it's not showing any.
Oh damn. That's craziness.
I mean, you gotta think that. I mean, when Beyonce had been dropping albums for a minute now, she ain't, especially if she gonna get it, get an award. Let's see. Oh, she might have some. Hold on.
Yeah, that's. I was like, I
She got
just was.
two. She's got two.
That's what I was like, nah, she got like two.
She's got two. She's got two. She's got two. Yeah, she's got two.
Yeah.
But shout out to Victoria Monet, man. That's like super dope, man.
And
All
I'm
right.
proud of Coco Jones too. I love little Coco.
Yeah, Coco.
That what I did tell you is so good. Double back, simple with Babyface. Like you got baby.
And Babyface is rocking with her too. Like he like,
Yeah,
yo, like he really like working with her.
Babyface got a Grammy last night.
Mm-hmm.
Man, not I love Babyface. That is my dream interview. That's one of my dream interviews.
He don't talk that much though. So I don't know. We need people that's gonna be conversating.
Did you say, well, we conversating?
Yeah, but you know, I can see Babyface like,
but see, here's the thing: is like it's about the engagement. It's being able to engage with somebody and get them to answer. It's open ended.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm like, I feel like we could try. We could listen.
I was like, man, how much was they hating on you in the deal when you was doing solo stuff and then coming back to them? Because I know that had to happen.
Man,
because the Deal's first album came out at the same time Babyface's first album came out.
Well, what is it? Tender Lover?
No, this is the album before that. He got like this, like the barge cut hairstyle thing. That's the song. The song "I Love You in a Serious Way" and "I Want You." That's on that album. "To Stay With Me, I Need You." That's on that album.
Keep going.
Oh no, I ain't gonna keep going. That with the street. Gotta keep my thug appeal. The niggas be like, this nigga love R&B. No, you don't even worry about that.
I remember when I met Babyface, and I was telling him, I was like, I was so confused growing up because I was an adult. I lived in LA by this time, and my mom would always say that like y'all was like married, and it just never. I was a kid. It didn't make sense to me, because you don't question things that your parents say. And then I just realized that she was a big fan. And we're like really big fans of.
Did he laugh?
He did laugh. He was really nice. I met like so many people, and I can't wait to meet Denzel Washington to tell him how. Also, how my mom said she was married to him, but so Denzel Washington has this. My mom had bought. Do you remember Interview Magazine? They just bought it back.
Yes, I loved Interview Magazine.
Yeah, so he was on the cover of Interview Magazine, and my mom took the pictures out of the magazine and framed them. And so going up, we lived in a duplex above my grandfather, and so going up the stairwell, and it was dope. Like she had him like spaced out, and you would go up, and it would be Denzel Washington. It was really dope, iconic.
Wow, your mom was on one. She was on it.
Listen, I had B2K was wallpaper in my house. I'm gonna have to send you a picture of my bedroom. I ran out of wall space. I had B2K and Mario on my wall, and I ran out of space. I would have to hang them from the ceiling. I had B2K hanging from the ceiling or mounted on the ceiling, depending on like if I like both sides, I couldn't pick. I would have it hanging.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Man, like last time. Oh no, we got a couple of fast, quick ones. You want to talk about Kirk Franklin's performance?
Okay. Kirk Franklin, y'all performed the non-televised show for the Grammys. And I just want to let y'all know, I'm just very confused by you telling me that I can do all things pretty much through Christ who strengthens me, and you gyrate. You got your chest hairs out, and you're doing all of this jumping around and moving and hip thrusting, and then y'all go to melodies and then smile, and you just like it's giving R&B. It's not giving gospel. Listen, I'm a sinner.
I'm a sinner.
I'm honest about that. We all sin, and I love the Lord. He heard my cry, right? But I'm not about to be in church gyrating my hips and saying I could do all things. Yeah, clearly with that hip thrust.
Look, if I see a certain amount of women doing that at church, I'm popping up. I'm there. Maybe that's the way they get me to go to church.
I'm just trying to understand. And so I felt like Twitter and Instagram have made Kirk Franklin, because of the memes and all the stuff. And yes, he's a human being. And Club Shay Shay has given him the space to keep it too real with us. I don't need to know that you are fornicating on the piano bench in your house. But when you are doing a gospel song and you are trying to lead people to the Lord, I don't know if that gyration is gonna do that. Y'all can hate on me, hater. But that's where I was saying, yes. But it was too much for me. And like I said, as a person that has premarital sex, it was a lot. And I love Kirk Franklin. And I think Kirk Franklin is a little young man. He is. But I mean, yeah.
No, the best part of Kirk Franklin.
He Beyonce.
No, we should have known this when he's on a slow song for Melodies from Heaven and he's ad-libbing. We should have known then when it was like melodies. Dude, like he's literally ad-libbing a choir.
Like you are a choir director.
But he's ad-libbing the dang choir.
Like, and that's no diss to choir directors, because we need
no, not at all. But he's ad-libbing. Like they'd be like, lay down. No, man. He'd be like, lay down. And he does literally.
Okay, here's my question. Oh my God.
Can he sing, actually, is my question.
And this
you haven't heard him actually sing.
Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me.
Rain down.
Rain down on me.
Rain down. that's what he do. You can't look. What? Name me one Kirk Franklin song where he sung on himself. Do you want a revolution?
Whoop whoop.
He didn't sing that. He just said, "Do you want a revolution?"
Okay.
Even on song.
I'm like, look. Next Google search. Can Kirk Franklin? It already come on. You saw.
Can Kirk Franklin?
What kind of singer is Kirk Franklin? They said instruments, piano, vocals. Okay. How tall is Kirk Franklin? 5'5". I thought he was like 5'2", but okay.
I mean, he be wearing them boots though with them heels, so
yeah, them lifters, you know.
Mm-hmm. He might be 5'4", not 3.
Let me tell you, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like if I'm having a hard time, there are certain songs that just get me through, and Kirk Franklin's Smile is one of them. And then you got Fred Hammond's I Feel Good.
Yeah, that's commission. That's commission right there.
Like, so I love Smile, but I don't need to be chest out. Yeah, Kirk Franklin. That was almost giving. You remember when Cardi B and Meg did WAP?
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of thrusting.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, though.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch, though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey, man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
This is our fault. Kirk Franklin think he Beyonce now. So you know what? Be happy, Kirk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Shout out to Commission, man. That made me think about them, man. Commission is a people understand Commission. the way people are doing runs now on R&B songs, and most of the 90s through the 2000s came from a gospel group called Commissioned.
Not Take Six.
New Commissioned. Fred
Okay.
Hammond. I remember it was a group. Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp, Montreal Darrell, Marcus Cole, Keith Slate. Like they had all these cats that you know as regular gospel singers on their own. They were a group together.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I'm too young.
Yeah, Fred Hammond and Marvin Sapp, and it was in a group together called Commissioned.
Marvin Sapp.
Yeah.
Is he related to the football player?
You know what?
I feel like somebody said that before. I've heard interesting things about him too, like his family, like
his wife died or something like crazy, and they left him like 4 kids of like cancer, colon cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, and he had like 3 or 4 or 5 kids, and like had to take care of them all himself.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, his wife died in 2010, and he had 4 kids.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, he had somebody stalking him. That's what you're talking about.
Did that girl
come on his Wikipedia page? In early 2010, following death of his wife, Sapp experienced harassment from a stalker, Dr. Taleka Patrick, a medical student who had moved to California to Kalamazoo to pursue Sapp. Patrick made numerous Twitter posts on YouTube videos containing romantic intentions towards Sapp, including to bear his children with him, but only a few of which addressed him by name directly. And then I guess she was just following him. He had never knew this woman or nothing. She followed him for 3 years.
Wow. Huh.
Dang, she drowned herself in Indiana a year after that, after she was arrested the first time. And they thought that Sapp had something to do with it originally.
Yeah, that's
what it was.
Yeah. I wasn't.
I had to put it together for you. Had to read the court case.
Yeah, I just didn't. Also, I didn't want to say anything that could have been slanderous or libelous.
Yeah, no, I'm just reading. No, he didn't do anything. They were just this was like, like this was all like circumstantial stuff. Marv Sapp could sing his ass off though. Look, that Commission. I remember when I was a kid, like I was like, people understand. I know I talk a lot of shit, and I'm a heathen to 100th percentile, but I grew up a church kid, man. Like, Commission. The Winans.
So now, okay, so now, your MySpace post from back in the day makes sense.
What did I say?
Because you was kind of saying, okay, so in the post, okay, we've talked about this before, y'all. I'm not putting Daryl's business out here. You can go on to MySpace.
It's okay.
So the story,
it's still up. It's still up if you can find it. It's still up.
Yeah. So the post where your dad gets left at the altar.
Yes.
And you mentioned, because I figured there was some pivotal moment where it changes, but you said something like along the times like, man, like as if you did not believe that there was like a higher power, and that like solidified that for you because of what happened. But then, based on conversations that we have, I know that to not be true.
Yeah, now I should have known it was a higher power that somebody blessed that woman not to marry him.
Okay.
That's how I do know it's a higher power because
But you will also get a gift out of that.
I did get a gift out of that. Yes, I did get a little brother out of that. He is 15, 16 years old now.
Yeah, so I was like, because when I read, I said, he don't mean that. He's just, vicariously hurting for his dad, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Did somebody egg you?
Yeah, I got egged in 2008 outside, like walking, putting flyers on cars outside of EXO. No, man, was it 2000? Might have been 2008, 2009. EXO might not have been open, but I was putting flyers on cars. These dudes in a drop top rolled up. They just egged me. And then that's when I realized that all that shit that people say on TV that you just be dodging bullets and shit, it's not true. Because my black ass, it took me 30, 40 seconds to realize that these niggas even egged me, and they had drove off. I was like, what the fuck they doing? And then I just look down and it's like egg all on me. And I'm like, oh, these niggas done got me.
Yo, okay, so listen. Daryl, this is like history in the making. Cause like I bet you didn't even know that I even remembered that. And it was just always because I was like, y'all, Daryl is like an excellent writer. It's a really great writer. He's won awards for his writing and all of that. And you know, I'm a decent writer. I feel like I could write, but like I don't know. It was like something about how you worded stuff, and that's made it stick. And I never forgot that. But also, I was like, I can't imagine his dad standing up there. Y'all standing up there. This is supposed to be like one of the happiest days of his life, and that happens. Like, I just like, and you kind of, it's just like, even now, like, can we interview your dad and talk about it?
No, we just had a fight for Thanksgiving. It is what it is.
Did you say he a hood nigga?
No, well, I mean he is. I mean, transgenderally, you know, he's from the west side of Chicago. West side, south side-ish, man. Y'all, if y'all know, y'all know. I don't have to go into no details. Y'all know what type of nigga it is.
No, okay.
He ain't pulling no drive-bys or doing no stuff like that. But he's from the element. He's of the element.
So, like, I mean, it's like me being from the west side of St. Louis. The west side, you be teetering.
Right. But my dad gets down. You can see him at the back in the day. If y'all remember, all my Chicago people, you can see him at the 40-yard line bar every now and then. You know what I'm saying? At the Dayton game, it's another bar on the south side. You would see him at those establishments. You know.
Man, that's so crazy. Like, so I like that. So like you gotta every now and then. I feel like your Patreon post should be like you should write something. Maybe I need to write some more stuff, man. And I still have my blog connected to my Kindle site. So because if you just type in Saint-Angeles, it'll take you. But I'm gonna convince myself to write more and like post videos and stuff. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I need to do that. Because it be funny stuff. Like I'm so interested. Like, what happened when you got off last week with Xander? Like, did she make the sandwich? Did you record it? What happened? Oh, I mean, shout out to my daughter who beat up two of her friends on Saturday. She was wrong though. Xander was in the wrong, y'all. Before y'all be like, you know. So Xander had her hair kind of puffy and everything, you know, like little puffy hair. Because then one of the little girls said she looked like Bob Ross. So Xander grabbed that girl, binked on her. Then somebody else was laughing. Then she binked on that girl too. Damn! Somebody got caught in the crossfire for laughing. That's how much Xander was mad. I know I'm laughing. It's funny, but it's not funny because I told her I was like, "Yo, you can't let nobody get your emotions up to the point where you swinging on people like that." Right, but I know her. And I know that like that stuff with her hair, like it's a big thing for her with her hair. So it's the classic thing. We know it. We grew up. The person that laughing and get it too. Yeah. See, that's why you always treat people kind. Like I never was like a teaser or anything. She's on punishment now. She no phone for a week. Damn, only a week. See, back in the day, that would have been a harsh. I remember I couldn't watch TV for like 3 weeks because we accidentally broke my mom's Nefertiti statue. But you got to think a week for her at 10 years old is like a month. Like she literally. I was like a little young. Daddy. She used to say, she's like, "Daddy, can I just get a peek at it?" Some of my friends were sending me something. I gotta see. Like she scratching herself. Yeah, because she going to school like, I missed the whole conversation on Sunday. I'm like, you find out at school, just like I did back in the day. It is what it is. But no, my daughter is the wildest. Not wild in a bad way, people. So don't even. Yeah, she's very much. I was just trying to figure out if she was so you said you could hear her, and I was like, oh, did she make the sandwich? Like, yeah, she made it. Getting good at it too. That's the thing, though. She's a very independent child, but I'm worried that she'll get so good at it that she'll be watching her phone and shit and fucking trying to cook and not paying attention directly. Because that's her step is like,
oh, I got this shit down. I can watch my phone and do something else. She loves to multitask. Yeah, like she'll be folding clothes, got the TV on, got her phone going, and folding clothes. But because she figured she'd have mastered this folding clothes shit. So like I mastered this, so I can do 2 other things at one time along with this. Cooking, that's fire and shit. I know her. She will be like, oh, I got this. I can do this, and this all at the same time, and paint my nails, and do whatever you want to all do at the same time.
Yeah, I remember that time. I remember that.
So that's the only thing I worry about it with trying to cook and stuff on her own or whatever.
Gosh. Xander fighting people, that's hilarious. It's not hilarious, y'all, but y'all know what we saying.
Yeah, and one, it was bad, but it was like a part of me was like, man, I told her like, yo, you can't let nobody get, but I know her, and I was like, yeah, they must have been fucking with her for a minute because she's low key, and then she's sensitive about her hair for some reason or whatever. She's very sensitive about her hair or whatever. So
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, we still perpetuate certain things because of like the pattern, the texture. Mm-hmm. So if you have, I never had the hair issue or anything. It's just always, me being tall and lanky, things like that, like my fingers being really long. And I'm like, dog, I'm like really tall and I have big feet. I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, this is how God made me. Yeah. And so I wouldn't really get mad at people at school because it was like, I was like, dude, but like, you're ugly. Like, what do you want? Like, you're dusty.
And where are they now?
Listen, and I don't. So there are certain things I'm like, I could never really trip off of, but also it was certain conversations that my mom kind of prepared me for once being a kid, having those conversations, and so maybe I could talk to Xander. Maybe I can keep it up because I'm like that with my niece. My niece is like that. They talk about my niece Phoenix, and they be calling her like penis, and they talk about her hair and all that stuff. Like, she go to school with white kids. Like she in Austin. The majority of the kids are white.
So she's in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, that's where Jeff shows films. And so just like, and I told her like, hey, will anybody be hitting you? And she said, yeah. I said, what do you do? She's like, I tell the teacher. I said, what the teacher do? She said, she don't really do nothing. I said, next time one of them motherfuckers hit you, knock their ass out. And I said it, and you can say Auntie D told me, and I said, don't worry about it because I'm already telling your parents I told you to do it. You're not getting beat up. We're not doing that. Because I don't want to get a call and somebody say my baby is dead because she was getting bullied and she hanging in the closet. I'm not getting that phone call.
Yeah, that's real. Hey, that's real. Because she didn't defend it. Like she feels she's scared to go to school and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So they put her ass in like taekwondo or something, and now I think she in ballet too. So I was like, yeah, beat their ass. And I said, Jeff, I said this to her, and I was like, I'm just letting you know I'm not getting that phone call.
Hey, no, that's real, man. Yeah. Man, thank y'all for listening to our Grammy recap.
Oh yeah, yo. We had fun this weekend too. Shout out to Sean Valiant because we turned up this weekend. Yeah, follow him.
We need to get him on, man. We got to get him on the pod, man.
We do.
We need to get him on the pod.
He think I'm a mess because I'm a mess.
Oh, but mention the devil right here.
Oh, hey girl.
Come on in. Come on on. You can come on. I'm wrapping up. You come in. I was just talking. Come on.
I can see you in the juice poster.
They can see you in the mirror, Xander. They can see you in the mirror on the camera. You don't want to come on camera now? Any other time you do? You want to talk to me? Come on. You can say hi first, then. I'm wrapping up. I want you to say hey, hi, everybody. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's fine.
You don't have to. Hi, Xander. You can just yell it out. I see your shadow. It's fine. Hi. How you doing? Good. I'm proud of you.
Tell everybody to like and subscribe. You know how to
make sure to hit that subscribe button and like and subscribe.
Yes. We will see y'all here next week.
All right. Peace.
Bye.